Hello everyone and welcome to Wrestling Rambling Southwest. We're changing the format and not going to talk about WWE or TNA unless something major happens from now on. To be perfectly honest, I was getting bored of TNA and WWE, and you can see their recaps everywhere and they're all over YouTube, so why stick to what everyone else does, and why not do something that I know, and it's the Southwest and British wrestling. So I will start by saying Pro EVW had a show this past Saturday in Dursley. I have asked for the info for what went down, and also asked for results so I could share them with you all, but not heard back, which is a shame. So if anyone went to the show, please comment or email me with the results, as I would really like to know what happened, and I'd really like to share it with everyone else what happened. And if anyone from Pro EVW is listening, then please could you mail me results, because it would be really cool to know what happened. Right, this is a first on the show, well, not since the dark days of the first two shows at least, that I have been allowed and asked to talk about Pro Wrestling Pride. And if that isn't a shock, then the fact that I had the chance to not only go and watch this promotion live, but was also the MC, was a total surprise. And I have no idea what has happened in the universe, but Lucy Bill's been killed in EastEnders, The Undertaker loses clean at WrestleMania, and IMC a Pride show. I don't know what's happened. I would start for, maybe these dogs are talking in like gibberish now, I don't know. Anyway, it was held in Pulsate in Exmouth, and boy, what a show. Not the biggest venue, but it just gave it a real intimate feel with the crowd, which was great because the crowd really got into everything. So I will go through all the matches. First match was for the Pro Wrestling Pride Championship. The Pro Wrestling Pride champion Danny Walsh, who defended his title against the Rocker John Harding. This was a solid match from both, and both stepped up to the plate in a big way. It was great to see John Harding hit the Rift. I haven't seen him do that in a while, but he only got a near 2 count. Danny hit his pedigree for the win. From a personal point of view, this was the best match I have seen from John Harding, and he came so close to winning that title. If there ever is a rematch, I will be so eager to see if they can top what they did in this match on Saturday. But yeah, that was a solid match. Second match was Darren Xavier versus Dan Maloney, the Super Beast Dan Maloney. Dan is built like a brick wall and really showed his strength against Xavier. Not only that, the dude is young. If I won't go into how young he is, but if this is what he's like now, God help anyone when he gets more mature and more ring experience. Jesus. Darren is a master at getting the kids behind him, and he worked the crowd so well, and they really got behind him. And his discus forearm is so stiff. I swear, when he hit Maloney, it echoed, and I swear I saw windows rattle. Another solid match from both, and Darren got the win. Third match brought my inner fanboy out, as it was Ultimo Tiger versus a guy I have heard nothing but great things about, and that man is Ryan Smile. I should hate the guy, as he looks great, works amazingly well, is a graphic designer, makes his own ring gear and makes other people's ring gear, runs a promotion, and is a champion in more than one promotion. In a word, he's a git. But he's a great lad, and you can't hate him. Well, when you meet him, you can't hate him. The match he and Tiger had was as good, if not better, than anything TNA has put on as an X Division match in years. It was fast, hard, and just off the hook. The crowd loved it, and I lost count just how many stiff forearms Tiger took to the face. Tiger picked up the win, and both, like true gents, hugged it out to the delight of the crowd. That match was a classic. Really, really was. Fourth match was a nuts tag match for the tag team titles or medals, putting C2 Caleb Kane and Chris Brooks versus Retro Revival, Rob Britannia and Josh Knott. This is what a tag team match should be. Plenty of quick tags from both teams. Too much went down to really go into detail of what happened. One thing that did happen that really sticks out to mind, and I know was just impressed everyone. The end after Rob Britannia hit a great sit-out powerbomb, it set up Josh Knott, who hit a splash from the top rope, and the hang time he got, my God, it was beautiful and a fantastic match. But the splash, it was like someone must have shoved a rocket up Josh Knott's bum. He went so high up in the air, and the impact was loud. That was it. That was a high spot, and definitely one of those highlight reel moments. Definitely. Fifth match was a real classic. Tyler Hawk, who was brought to the ring by again C2 Caleb Kane and the valet, their valet, the stunning Rebecca Austin, went up against the international ambassador to British wrestling, Doug Williams. This was real old school tech match, and Tyler held his own totally, but Doug had almost everything scouted. The major factor was Kane on the outside, getting a cheap shots whenever the ref's back was turned. In the end, Tyler got the win when Kane held Williams' legs during the count, so he couldn't kick out. After the match, Caleb Kane and Tyler Hawk beat down Williams until Retro Revival and Ultimo Tiger came out to make the save. Doug Williams got revenge, however, by hitting an awesome Chaos Theory on Tyler, nearly putting Tyler Hawk through the ring. It was a stiff drive. It was almost a driver. He spiked it so badly that I swear the ring he could have gone through the ring if he just put a slight bit more force behind it. That was a gnarly move. And to see Chaos Theory live is something to behold. So there you go. That was the first Pride show I'd ever actually seen live, and from start to finish, every match was standalone awesome. Nothing was held back, and everything was hard hitting and hard fought. I highly recommend people to go and see a Pride show. It really is a whole next level of wrestling fun. Their next show is May 17th at Torquay Town Hall, and this is their anniversary show. And two matches being advertised so far are Danny Walsh defending his title against Darren Xavier, and Tyler Hawk puts his Catch Division title on the line against Ultimo Tiger in a mask versus title I Quit match. For info and tickets, go to www.prowrestlingpride.com. Remember everyone, PWA, May the 4th, this is the big one. Plymouth Guildhall, 5th year anniversary show. The card so far, a pre-show battle royal hosted by yours truly, then the main show, which features for the British title, two guys who have been with TNA from the very beginning. The twistedly evil Johnny Sicko takes on who I call the Plymouth People's Champ, Richard Worsley, in a match that has been almost a year in the making. Then you have the fight for the best in the UK Shield between the current Shield holder, the Ultimate Rule Breaker, UK Dominator, versus the World of Sport legend Soldier Boy Steve Prince in a chain match. That is going to be brutal and old school. Then you have the PWA Heavyweight Championship match between the champion Chris Marvel versus Eddie Ryan. This is a personal and heated match that could come to a major climax at this show. And if that wasn't enough, you have the first of two TNA stars who will be in action, as TNA's Gunner takes on the Shark Chris Andrews in, to quote JR, will be a real slobber knocker of a match. Then the second TNA star, the TNA original James Storm, takes on the winner PJ Jones in what will be a classic. And there is still much more on this show, so please hurry and get your tickets, because this show is one you cannot miss. Right. This is not so much a Southwest only part of the show, as I would like to start doing shout outs to anyone and any promotion that asks for them. So, right off the bat, a huge shout out for EWW, or Extreme World Wrestling, who have a great trailer for their upcoming show, which is done in the style of an old western. It's great. Please visit their Facebook page at Facebook.com/EWW Pro Wrestling. It really is a good little trailer. And they're a proper extreme company. They're bringing the violence back to the UK, apparently. And from what I've seen, they give the old school ECW a run for their money. So, gotta be good. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you all should know who Tyson T-Bone is. Yeah? So, I saw this picture the other day, and he said it was him. What the hell? This is him? Because this is what he looks like now. When did Mr. Doughboy here become the Incredible Hulk with tats here? There is hope for us fat bastards yet. A huge thank you and shout out to Fearn Wai for being so cool and giving us the okay to use pictures of her as thank yous to everyone for getting this page, getting our Facebook page to 500 likes. If you haven't seen the better of the two pics, then here it is here. In a word, swing, she'd give a dog a bone. 90s reference for everyone. Before we end, before I end, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to plant some seeds, shall we say, and that is to Scottish Wrestling Entertainment and Leicester Championship Wrestling. I think I could get some guys together from the promotions down here that could pretty much take out your roster. Just saying. So let's see what happens there. So yeah, everyone, thank you very much for liking the page and getting us to 500. I think we're over 500 now, so yeah, please keep liking. Thank you to everyone who's subscribing. Please carry on, subscribe. Please comment, because I love hearing feedback. So anyone who wants to mail the page, please go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/wrestling ramblings, or please comment and like our YouTube channel. So yeah. Thank you to everyone for listening. Thank you everyone for liking and subscribing. And next week should be massive, because hopefully I will have the Gunner interview. Fingers crossed that all goes well, because Gunner's a busy man, and I do know that the day after the show he's going back to Wembley, London and Wembley for a meet and greet and Q&A session for TNA UK. So yeah, he's a very busy man. So yeah, I'll hopefully have an interview with him, even if it's brief. I still should have something, hopefully. And also next week I should also have the review and write-up and basically ramblings covering from start to finish the PWA 5th anniversary show, which is going to be massive, and I've got a feeling should take up a good portion of the show. So yeah, until next time, I hope everyone's enjoyed this show, and I hope to speak to you all again soon. Until next time, bye for now.